Hey guys, it's Miss Kennedy, all right? Today we're going to learn about classifying numbers within the real number system. Okay, so we have already talked about some of these words. You guys know from last week that integers are a classification of numbers that include positive and negative numbers, including 0. Okay, so while this might look somewhat complicated, I don't want you to panic. The main purpose for understanding these classifications is so that whenever you see the vocabulary in the future, you'll know exactly what kind of numbers we're talking about. Okay, so as you can see, some categories are inside the other categories, all right? As you go further out, the categories get more specific. All right, or less specific. Let me rephrase that. You'll see. Natural numbers, we also call them counting numbers, okay? I put a little hand there because there are any numbers that you can count on your hand. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If I wanted to count to 1,000,000 on my fingers, I could. It would take me a while. But it's pretty much all the positive numbers from 1 to infinity. All right, and as we move out to this category, whole numbers are exactly what they sound like. They're all the natural numbers, okay, plus 0, okay? So that's what's added. Excuse my situation here. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up to infinity here. In whole numbers, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to infinity. We already know for integers that we're going to add our negative numbers to this category. Okay, so -5, that would be an integer. Is -5 a whole number? No. Okay, so the next category that we'll add is rational numbers. All right, so far we have not included fractions, decimals, and percents. Okay, so let me just give you a different screen here so we can see some of the examples, and I will show you how to classify them. All right, let's look at this slide. Okay, and we'll do some examples. All right, the way that you classify numbers, forget about that. We're not going to use that slide. We'll use this one. Thank you for being flexible. Okay, so let's practice classifying some of these numbers. All right, so what I like to do is start from the inside and move my way out, okay? And you'll notice that it belongs to whatever category you stop at and every one outside of it. So let's do some examples. All right, so we'll have 0 here. Is 0 a natural number? No, because I can't count 0 on my fingers. All right, these are all the counting numbers. I'm going to move one category out. Is 0 a whole number? Yes, okay. So if 0 belongs right here in this category, it is also inside the integer circle and it is inside the rational number circle. So if I were to ask you what categories is 0 belong to, you would say it is a whole number, an integer, and a rational number, but it is not a natural number. Do you see how it is inside of all 3 of those circles? Okay, moving on. Let's do a couple more examples. All right, let's do the number 4. Okay, we start with our inner circle. Is 4 a natural counting number? Yes, because I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we would stop right here and it would go right there on the inside. I'm not using my screen because it's goofy and I'm still learning how to work it. Okay, so 4 would be a natural number. Is it a whole number? Yes, because it's inside the whole number circle as well. Is it an integer? Yes, because integer is all the whole numbers, all the negatives. And would it be a rational number as well? Yes. The number 4 belongs to all of these categories. Okay, let's try some different ones, some little trickier ones. Ooh, there's a negative, okay? So we're going to start in the middle with our natural numbers. Is 3 a natural number? I'm sorry, -3. No, because it's negative. Okay, I can't count negative numbers on my fingers. So I move out to the next category. Is 3 a whole number? No, because negative numbers are not included in our whole number category. Okay, so is 3 an integer? Yes, we know that 3 is an integer because integers include all positive and negative numbers, including 0. So if I were to place that in that category, it is inside 2 circles. It is an integer, and it is also a rational number. All right? But it does not belong to these 2 inner categories. Okay, let's do a couple more. Oh, got a fraction. Okay, are fractions belonging to natural numbers? No. Okay, because I can't count 1/4 on my fingers. All right, is it a whole number? No, because whole numbers are the same thing as natural numbers, just including 0. All right, how about an integer? No, because integers are positive and negative numbers, including 0. All right, but not fractions, decimals, and percents. So I go all the way out to the last circle. Okay, that is the only category that 1/4 or 1/4 belongs to. Okay, so if I were to ask you to classify this number, you would say that 1/4 is only a rational number. It is not an integer, not a whole number, and not a natural number. Let's do one more. Ooh, what is that? A negative decimal? Now we're getting crazy with it. Okay. So, is it a natural number? Nope. Definitely can't count that on my fingers. Okay. Is it a whole number? Well, it's not a whole number at all. Look, it's a quarter. That's like 25 cents. All right. Definitely not a whole dollar. You'll hear me talk about money whenever we use decimals a lot. Okay. Integers. Is it an integer? No, because integers does not include fraction, decimals, and percents. So, if we were to classify negative 25 hundredths, it would only belong to the rational numbers category. Okay? Can you stop the video?